Hey guys, Lovey Freeman here. We're continuing our Japan game in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich mod. Last session we played, we sent some volunteers to Anqing. We're trying to farm our general up over here, and it's going a little bit slow because we only have 2 units, but you know it's better than nothing. We are well on our way on the military centralism route, even though we got an event that says we had a failed coup and democracy survived, although I don't think that would be democracy because we are paternal autocrat. I mean, that's a weird word for or like a weird party to be in charge for democracy, I guess, right? But you know, that is what it is. So we're continuing the game over here. We got 25 army experience. I'm going to throw a light tank in our cavalry unit. And I think we're going to go for like some mixed divisions this time. We're going to try and play with like a cab division with some artillery or something. I don't know. We went superior firepower, which means we don't get a tank research bonus. It's going to be, I'm trying to play something like a little bit different. We'll go with like a cab division. We're going to try and double up on the cavalry leader and infantry leader traits in our general. And then just do like a kind of like a 14-4, but with tank divisions, right? So maybe like a 12-4-2 or something like that, and using cavalry instead of infantry, so it will be a cavalry division type. And we'll see if those divisions work for us. Like I said, it's probably not as good as like a tank build, but it's something different. Like we've done tanks like a bunch of times before, so might as well. We want to try like a different division template. On the fundamental principles of the national structure. On the fundamental principles of the national structure is a 156-page pamphlet produced by the Ministry of Education to establish an official description of the kokutai, or national structure. It can also be translated as national essence, national policy, or national polity, etc. The pamphlet officially enshrines the emperor as a living god, even though we ignored his recommendations on supporting the government. According to the legend of the goddess Amaterasu and an unbroken line of emperors, Bansai Ikki, I don't know, to serve the divine emperor. His subjects were required to cast themselves aside for the social harmony, wa, and for the prosperity of the Japanese culture. To some extent, the pamphlet is a response to the criticism of the centralists' neo-shogunism. This is the way we should go forward. Okay. Let's get our consumer goods. We've got the Cairo Pact and the Belgrade Congress going on. And of course, it's a mountain. We haven't lost any tanks yet, though, so I mean that's nice. Our light tank 2s will have increased, what is it, here's the Hills province. They will have increased reliability because we did get our tank designer out before that research finished. Let's get the infantry expert for extra division attack. Yes, please. Let's get ourselves some motorized artillery here. Well, there goes the Balkan War. Fourth Balkan War. There we go. So we, now that we have some artillery and like we've got our tanks in there, we should have no problem like bullying these Chinese units. I also don't want to get cut off though. Wrap around this way. Our extra factory output. No, and of course, as soon as I say that, I get fucking cut off, right? Actually, move you this way, and then we'll attempt to remedy that situation. Yeah, 48 tanks to attrition. That's of course, checking the mountain tiles. That's kind of how it is. United States in disarray. I think, like, you know, of course we're going to seize Guam and claim even more, right? I mean, we're just the kind of crazy people we are here. The Civil War has erupted in the United States, tearing apart the last shreds of unity in the Union. This presents us with a chance to remove the American presence from the Central Pacific by occupying the island of Guam. There's very little the U.S. government can do to stop us at this point. Indeed, it is. Ooh, and it looks like it is the usual four-way. So we have seized Guam, and let's make sure that we where is Guam, anyways? I always forget which of these islands are which. There's Guam. Let's make sure we garrison that. Decisions. Let's support the Pacific states. I think maybe after we're done over here, we'll send some volunteers over to them as well. Get our construction tech. Alright, left KMT has capitulated. That's very nice. Ooh, Americans remain dominant in Legation Council. Following the outbreak of the Second American Civil War, the legation cities, heavily reliant on American protection and influence, fell into a power vacuum. The Legation Council had to vote on a new High Commissioner to lead the mandate into the future, and it seems they have chosen for the incumbent American High Commissioner, Patrick J. Hurley, to stay in the role. This surely signals a renewed commitment to the open door policy within the cities, but what is unknown is how far the cities will go to secure the neutrality. Interesting. I do want to send an attaché to the Pacific states, so we will be improving relations with them, so they will allow us to do that. I mean, I guess we have the pretense of democracy, right? Right? And democracy has prevailed in the Philippines, so I think over here, let's Let's get ourselves some support already. Increase our soft attack. National Service Ordinance 1 Corporate State. Give us some production efficiency cap. Alright, so let's send our volunteers over to the PSA this time. We can send 86 planes, so or these are naval bombers. Actually, aren't they? And those guys. I'm just gonna go disband these planes before I stop confusing me about that. Out of date. Yes, let's upgrade our artillery piece. Let's also pick up our machine tools. Anking and Fengtian ask for our help. The Anking clique, which recently emerged victorious against the League due to our help, has requested our help. I guess again. The Fengtian government has committed to aid Anking in its reconstruction, hoping that it will convince them to participate in the reclamation war to retake Beijing. If we commit as well, this will surely improve their odds. So yeah, let's help them out. Swear to God, Fengtian better not fuck with me. Chilean Argentinian War, okay. Bolivia declares war on Paraguay. Okay, so Anking begins reconstruction, so we're going to lose a bit of political power. Anking clique recognizes Fengtian. Chen Tiaoyan, leader of the Anking clique and now master of Eastern China, has officially recognized the Fengtian government as the rightful national government of China. While not surprising, given Fengtian's open support of the Anking clique during the League War, it still shocked many throughout China, but also Westerners wary of Japan's expanding influence throughout China. This declaration will be remembered as an important day in Chinese history. Great news. Alright, there we go. So I guess we can be like some sort of like dirty yellow color this time or something. Seeing as how we are fighting for the PSA, and that's their gang color. Alrighty. I think we were fighting in hills. Is there anywhere, like I guess this is still the phase where the CSA is pushing out. Mountains, plains. There's like some hills like over here, so I guess maybe we go in this direction. Alright, and they like us now, so that's good. We're definitely gonna want to get an attaché to help us out with our army experience situation. Oh, there's the Baltic War. Syndicalism spreads to Burma. It's not good. We don't want any syndicalists in our territory. in our sphere of influence. Dutch elections. Dutch sure do love their elections. And Russia is going to go expansionist. Okay. Fengtian requests small arms. Fengtian government has long possessed an advantage against its Chinese rivals thanks to our frequent material aid. In this particular case, we are being asked for infantry equipment. All we can currently afford is a number of cheap obsolete weapons, albeit at no real cost to ourselves. Of course, we could always send nothing at all. Well, I guess that's what they get, right? Unfortunately, I guess we don't have any anything. I guess I'm not sure what that depends on. I guess it's got to be your stockpile or something, right? Banish Civil War. Sweden is gone for the Reichspakt. Okay. Representatives from the recently independent Philippines have approached us as their president has come up with a plan to prevent an economic crisis in their country. They plan to expand their armed forces, thus increasing their industrial output and creating jobs for their people. They wish the Empire of Japan to help finance them with this task, which can prove useful. Not only would we prevent them from destabilizing, but we would gain a friend in the region. This costs us 100 political power. I guess we'll do it. I mean, like, this is like a pretty bad decision. Because we're going for attaché. And, you know, consumer goods, 5% is kind of, you know, not great. They're 45% to cavalry leader. Madrid has fallen already. Jet mobile defense. Let's keep on going down our doctrine tree, and also we should probably start to add like some more cavalry. And we want to be attacking in the hills where possible. 48% to cavalry leader. There's the cavalry. there's our research slot. We want to do with our research slot. Let's maybe go for fuel refining. We probably will need the oil. And natty focus. Got our military factories here. That, and then maybe we should could start working on our naval doctrine. We could also start working on our air doctrine. We could also get radio. Let's pick up mechanical computing. It's probably a good one to have. Let's maybe try and pocket off these U.S. troops. It'll probably help us, the PSA a bit. It'd be really nice if we get the PSA to win, have them join their faction. And Liberia joins the Internationale. Construction, pick that up. And we might also yeah, let's get radio. The feds have collapsed already. Okay. Add another artillery unit here. Sure, upgrade these guys to elites first. Make sure we get the good stuff in these divisions. 54% to cavalry leaders. Like he's getting it, but he's getting it pretty slowly. So the socialists have taken power in Bulgaria. Okay. That's when we get that. Let's try for the we are at 51% world tension, so high world tension game. We could actually start declaring war soon. Let's see what actually happened here. Spanish Civil War, American Civil War, the Swiss state Savoyard crisis 9.5%, so that's a big one. Russian expansionism. So I guess that's it. The Savoyard crisis is able to kind of pushes us up over. I think this is the one that's a big role there. So let's go for the Rising Sun, anyways. See, is the Dutch East Indies. Yeah, these guys aren't on a team, so like Dutch East Indies is nice to try and take over because they got the oil. Like so, Dutch East Indies. If you look down here, maybe this is something I should have done earlier too. But like we have like resource problems, like for oil for Japan, right? Like the only place you can really feasibly get it from is Dutch East Indies. Like if you get Hawaii to join your team, you could maybe invade Venezuela. But DEI is like the only thing in our sphere of influence that we could potentially get oil from. And Germany East Asia has a bit. They have I think 12 over there, but Dutch East Indies is 25 and 13. So like much more oil than and 16 down here. So taking out the Dutch East Indies is like a big deal for Japan, I think. So probably we want to do that. And they're not in a faction right now either, so that should be a pretty easy war. Yeah, so you can see like this is like I think this is even one of the regular infantry units too, right? And we have more than enough breakthrough to block their incoming attacks. We've got the armor bonus, and we've got quite high soft attack here. Like those units combined will be able to exceed their breakthrough, so we're able to push effectively. War in the desert, in the rebellion in Yemen. Georgia has capitulated. That's not all that surprising. Kingdom of Hawaii wants to join our prosperity sphere. Sure. Why the hell not? Let's use that to let's pick up our industrial company. Trying to get a pocket here. Damocles project. Another light tank. Popular Front incident. 446 left-wing academics, intellectuals, and politicians, including 2 incumbent DiEM members, arrested and indicted under the National Security Act today. All were accused of organizing a popular front and threatening the Kokutai. Well, that's sorted, right? Nice. I can get some stability and political power from that. Beautiful. Their stability. So we have 50% world tension, or 57% world tension now. Let's actually just try and justify a war goal against East Indies. What do we want here? I don't know, it's Batavia, I guess. And back on the mainland, where's our Marines here? We want to do a naval invasion, I guess, from maybe Taiwan here. And then Batavia is... might want to grab some bases here first on this island. Same for this territory here. And yeah, that guy's fine. And you guys over here, I guess we might as well use our regular troops. Or you know what, we'll just leave those guys in the front line on the mainland anyways, and these guys, some of these 10 divisions over here. These guys go on patrol, and you guys can do naval invasion support. Legacy of the Korean Rebellion of 1925. Due to the disastrous economic situation and the ongoing instability, Korea rebelled against our government. Luckily, the rebellion was successfully suppressed and the dissidents were executed. However, because of the recent political changes, minor student protests appeared in many parts of Korea. Suppressing them in time should nip the problem in the bud, but it may also have large repercussions. We can arrest and execute the traitors, we can leave them alone. Leave them alone for now, I guess. Let's go for another unit of cavalry. See if we can make that pincer over here, and that'd be a pretty big pincer. Unfortunately, this is a plain style. It'd be real nice if that wasn't a plain style. Okay, hills would be great, so we could get like a terrain trade or something. Our cav leader is coming along nicely, though. Try and push those guys back across. Get ourselves some engineers. And since we're like already justifying a war goal anyway, we might as well just we're definitely going to want that national focus once we're at war with the Dutch East Indies there. Yeah, CSA is being really aggressive here with the pushing. Unfortunately, you know, their statistics are significantly lower than ours, so it looks like that the one unit over there is able to pierce us. I think that might just be because we're starting to get a little bit under strength. So we might have to add some more guys in. Maybe go with the armored recon for the next pick. Let's go with radar. This will increase our armor. Armored recon. Yeah, it's getting a little bit dangerous to be up here. It looks like, fortunately. You know, there's some hills tiles over there. Probably it's like in our best interest. Like, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get this big encirclement. So probably we just want to stand in the hills tile. Yeah, like lots of light tanks and storage. Let's go upgrade to our medium tank. We might want one factory on light tank though. So we do have the recon unit. Send these guys to the Hills province. Next research. So I'll pick this up. So we are all green here. And we'll have launch your naval invasion whenever you're ready. I guess we'll just give you this other field marshal that we have. Close, getting close. And should probably check their masters. Yeah, they're also not in a faction yet, so hopefully they will be easy pickings for us. Nice. You got the hills tile here. That's nice. Ooh, Flanders-Wallonia declared war on Flanders. Mech computing. Let's just go ahead and research our fighter too. Like, we do have the bonus focus for it, but like I think probably we're going to be doing economy focuses, and I don't want to be like so far behind on our plane technology when Walker 2 rolls around. Get up with their fuel refining. Oil. Let's buy a bit of oil for the PSA, I guess. Second Popular Front incident. Additional arrests of intellectuals were made today when 38 left-wing professors were arrested on charges of organizing a popular front. How many of these Reds are there? I know. Sneaky Reds all over the place here. Alright. There we go. Let's go get that oil. Decisions here. War propaganda against the Netherlands. Probably we don't need that. That's fine. Korean exiles look for foreign backing. The Korean government exile has spread along for a long time, alone building up minor support. However, the growing instability in Japan may give them a chance to return to Korea. We have received word that they are putting out feelers for a strong ally to help them in their fight for independence. Those sneaky Koreans. Out of naval range. Out of naval range. Concerning. Let's try that. What's limiting our range so much? These like Wall Creek destroyers or something. Like we do also have that fleet of revived armored cruisers, right? So these are our improved cruiser hulls, and we've got these revived armored cruisers. So we have like this. These guys over here could be like could be also like long range. I'll have these guys go on. Legation cities unilaterally restore British rights. Legation Council was created in. Just need oil. Korean problem. Korean government exiles announced a campaign to free their country is in motion, and they're calling for support. Legation cities unilaterally restores British rights. However, since Germany and Japan refused to recognize Ottawa as a responsible British government, the British were given only observer rights. Now, however, it seems that British influence in the cities is sufficient to get the council to reconsider restoring the British vote. The Austrian ambassador, rumored to have been bribed by the British, today raised the issue, and it was accepted by the High Commissioner without a vote. It seems the British are back on the council, and we aren't even consulted. Korean independence movement is spreading to intrans and we're using the large existing Korean minority and compose a future problem if it's not contained. So we'll be nice to our boys in Transamore there. Alright, there we go. A land reform, and our fuel is in the red. Let's get prioritized military oil. Let's do our initial alliance or land reform. There we go. Let's go with this guy. Might be a bit better. Those guys support our Marines, I guess. Yeah, we got our landing, so that's nice. Anders has capitulated. Let's create a new task force of destroyers. Okay, and we will have the current selection of ships. Let's we'll do this, and this can be our escort task force for now, anyways. And unfortunately, I think, yeah, we want our I want the blockade runner on this guy here. Like, I think the Dutch East Indies do actually have like a navy, like not like a great one, but they have one. So we get one to make sure we don't get a. Don't get convoy raided. Like we are currently like what is currently happening. That's fine though. I think we have some naval bombers in reserve. See if we can find some of those submarines maybe. That should help. Let's go with a bureaucratic economy. I think this is like the one that's like maybe like the least good overall, but comes with like no downsides. So we'll do that. Let's take this unit over here, and we'll go and make them like maybe a proper 10-0. You know, got a few submarines there. That's nice. Probably also want to pick up logistics companies at some point. If you do a lot of these campaigns here in less than get ourselves some engineers. And you know, I guess at the same time we'll just we'll pull that out there and give us some extra support equipment. Maybe send these guys over here as well. Those are like our actual like good units, right? Let's do Rent Control Act, I guess. Advance our land reforms. And Land Readjustment Act. Go for another naval invasion, maybe into, let's just go for Batavia this time, I guess. Legation Council expands operations. Legation Council has recently renewed its focus on expanding the profits of free trade for all its member states. They have encouraged Chinese manufacturers to lower their prices, promising them to compensate in other ways, while they have encouraged other middlemen to lower tariffs as well. As such, our businesses are now reaping the fruits of Chinese labor. Our workers will enjoy the holiday. It's nice. Submarine there. Nationalists take over in the Netherlands. That's cool, I guess. Let's add some artillery, or probably engineers is better for Marines. It increases their amphibious. So we got that, and let's keep up with our industry. Nice. Because we're going superior firepower, we might also want to grab rocket artillery too. I don't know. Maybe. Like right away, fuel is definitely a problem for us here. Should maybe work on our. Definitely have to work on our stockpile. Just not enough to support our navy. Yeah, so you guys are operating. You guys need to not be operating, so we'll put you guys on hold. And we'll get maybe one of our smaller fleets. Yeah, we'll get these guys to. Those guys to do it, and then hopefully that'll. So there's 8.7k a day. Yeah, even then. Bureaucratic economy. The resource extraction. And we'll get Mitsubishi for our fighter manufacturer here. So which region do I not have supremacy in? Far Eastern Indian Ocean. I guess that's this. Well, that's frustrating. Why can I not? So Korea is rebelling. Today, several groups of Korean rebels attempted to taking hold of several key points throughout the peninsula. To our surprise, they were well equipped with foreign weapons. Within hours, they had taken over a number of ammunition depots, and their leader, Kim Koo, was on the airwaves broadcasting his message of independence and resistance. The momentum on their side, our garrison forces collapsed to a mixture of defections and confusion. Worse still, it seems that our communication lines were manned by less than loyal men, leaving us unable to mount a swift counterattack. After several emergency meetings, the Emperor decided to give them 3 days to stand down. While there's surely no chance of this happening, it does give us time to reorganize our forces. We await their answer. Fucking Koreans. Bastards. That's right, we got these guys over here. We'll go in deadline passes. Alright, there we go. See if we can take Batavia. Yeah, so it looks like their units are also pretty weak. We should be able to just battle plan through them. These Dutch units seem a little bit tougher though. Feng Tian requests artillery. Feng Tian government has long possessed an advantage against its Chinese rivals thanks to our frequent material aid. In this particular case, we're being asked for artillery, which is especially prized among warlord arsenals. Okay. Need 200 units of type at 95. There you go. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We've lost control of much of our mainland holdings. We can sustain war like this for some time. It can't be long. Political support for the war is already waning. If the Empire survives, we must retake our land soon. Okay. We will, hopefully, we're well on our way to, I don't know, doing that. Send you guys over to this army. Fall of Batavia. Nice. You have taken Batavia. Let's maybe start building those fuel silos now. Yeah. Definitely gonna need it. Leave one guy at Batavia. I don't want to be losing that, obviously. And I'll have send you guys in and try and finish off these divisions here. I think that's it for the Koreans there. Here we go, excellent. Zhang's proclamation. Grand Marshal Zhang of the Fangtian government has proclaimed that within a year his nation will begin its war of national reclamation to retake the south and reunite the country under his leadership. Of course, our aid has played a great role in getting Fangtian to where it is today, and already some ministers have suggested that we might make a private commitment to joining the war. This would be in our interest, as Fangtian is the best means of pushing German influence out of China. But at the same time, it might be best to limit their ambitions, and our resources are not limitless. The Grand Marshal will, of course, push on regardless. His legitimacy depends on it. Let's support Fangtian. Send you guys over here. You got resource extraction. So let's pick up our factories. Unfortunately, we can't get to war economy. Our enemies are not strong enough. So we need 1, 2, 3 guys here. And the rest of you guys can come over this way. Go for the computing machine. The Kaihin Workers Group Incident. An underground syndicalist group operating in Kaihin, Tokyo, Yokohama region has been uncovered and arrested. That's good, right? Of course it's good. What do we have for medium tanks? We have 219 medium tanks. Let's do that. Let's get our medium tanks in. And there's the Zili Fengtian War. So yeah, don't get any decisions for that or anything. I thought we'd have at least get like a volunteers thing. So maybe finish off that one stack. It's almost done. So fuel refining, construction. You're 82% on cavalry leader with this guy. That's nice. Alright, decisions. Do continued land reform. So I'm not sure. It's nice to give you a counter now. They didn't used to do that. But I'm not sure what our progress has to be at to get like the good buff. So maybe also create this agency too. So we're probably gonna want something anti-partisan. %, cavalry leader. How is the PSA doing? We're in America. I overshot by a lot. Still looks like their positions look more or less pretty much the same. We're getting pushed back up here though. It's not great. PSA does have to win for them to join their faction, I think. I'm not sure if the other sides get that option. Looks like we got cut off a little bit there in the north. Go deal with that. And their capital is like over there now. Okay. Let's have these guys go over here and just clean up the rest of these islands, I guess. Yeah, they've capitulated. Excellent. Great news. And we are still at war with Dutch land. That's I guess fine for now. We'll see. Like hopefully there's like a white peace event for that. I don't want to have to go invade Europe, but certainly it's good that we got this this land over here. These guys are both resisting, so these guys can have a local police force, and I will go with local police force as well over here too. Maybe civilian oversight. They probably want compliance. Get our factories. And our anti-partisan upgrades. Let's look at all this land over here. So imagine probably we're going to have to go and take that from them too before they, if there is a white peace event, probably we'll have to go and do that. Let's do go from here and let's start picking off some of these provinces, I guess. Dutch beg for peace. Overwhelmed by a superior army, and the Dutch have come to us begging for peace. They offer us the entirety of their colonial possessions in Insulandia in return. How should we respond? Very good. Great victory. Excellent. Excellent. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. And with these guys, I don't know, like we can either puppet them, or we can, like, how many factories do these guys even have right now? How many are we getting from occupation? I thought it used to tell you. Dutch East Indies. Probably not. We have to build compliance there first. Like if we're gonna do that, I guess probably we should have done a collaboration government if you wanted to do that. Maybe we should just release them and then we can just kind of trade for their oil. we could hold on to them. If that's the event we're going to get. We can either liberate Insulindia or occupy them. Let's not buy that rubber anymore that we don't need. Let's say let's go occupy them. We want direct access to the resources, so we'll go ahead and do that. So our fuel stockpile is of course building up nicely, so that's good. Is the Childish Fantasy event? Let's go back and how are we looking here? Let's train another one of our divisions there. Like, it might even be cheaper to, or well, no, we'll just leave it like that for now. Because we got the light tanks, we could also what's our stockpile on light tanks like, anyways? So the Hago is, I think, the yeah, it's our current light tank over here. So it might be worth it, you know, once the time rolls around to pick this up and convert some of those, maybe. You also probably want to grab that tank eventually too, as well. And we do want to send America volunteers, right? Also Feng Tian, maybe. Let's maybe try and help the PSA first. You know that's a bad idea. Let's help the Feng Tians. Machine tools. Decisions. Do the extensive land reform. Suppose I could always just justify on the Chinese as well too. And we probably also want to grab this. The extra 10% attack as well. I mean, these volunteers are taking a long time to get to Feng Tian. I mean, like, they're like right there, right? Alright, 2 divisions. Alright, so we should have no problem pushing through them. Like, they aren't able to pierce us. It looks like our breakthrough is, you know, decent enough. Naval bases in the Philippines. Following our first economic aid package to the Philippines, we've created a large network of contacts there. Japanese businesses are thriving on this new market. We could also use these new friends to advance our strategic interests. Some circles within the Japanese Navy believe we should convince the government to allow the establishment of a major naval base on the north of the archipelago to bring them further into our sphere. Let's do it. Filipinos demand financing. The government of the Philippines has accepted a proposal for the establishment of a Japanese naval base in their territory on the condition that we help them with the financing of the new industrial complex. Sure, let's do it. It's a deal. I'll leave one of my units back there so they don't get pincered or cut off. That's just infrastructure. Let's go and let's go and get our plus 10% attack vision bonus. Good guy who's got Fortress Buster. This would be a nice pocket here, looks like. 90% on cavalry leader, so that's good. Hopefully we get that soon. Excellent. Nap-Pop Australasia, okay. not a whole lot of options here for Japan. And 2% instructions. Go next fuel. Machine. Shandong requests cadet training. Zhang Zhongchang, governor of Shandong, has sent a formal request that we induct his young cadets into our prestigious military academies. Although we have certainly accepted Chinese students in the past, and many now serve across China, they have usually served in the army of a recognized national government. Zhang Zhongchang, a notorious criminal, bohemian, and mere provincial governor, blatantly fails to meet these standards. However, if we accept the payment for her services may be considerable. I thought this guy got thrown out, like Zhang Zhongchang, governor of Shandong. Like, this is, okay. I guess, let's see what happens if we accept them. Do we take Beijing here? Get some compliance game, that's nice. Fire doctrines, and we'll get the overwhelming firepower. Slight army bias. Yeah. Our plane's almost done too, so we'll be fall of Beijing. Probably just hold for now. I don't want to bleed out all my organization. See if we can get a cut off there. Would be pretty sick. .96% on cavalry leader as well. This guy. So let's do that. Let's get all the way under form. gonna be another pretty sick pocket here too if we close this off. It's a lot of units. Fortunate, my unit decided to walk off that tile. Alright, let's finish our land reform complete. So we got a bunch of building slots from that too, I think. 20 building slots. It's a miracle. Land reform has been an ongoing political issue. We are not the first government to try and implement solutions, but where others failed, we have done what many thought was impossible. We have completed what is being internationally recognized as one of the largest land redistribution programs in history. 2.3 million hectares of land have been distributed to farmers during the project, and landlordism as Japan knew it no longer exists. Bonsai, bonsai, bonsai! That's nice. Like, I mean, that used to be a factory output buff, I think, but having extra building slots is quite nice, because, you know, that is a problem for us to begin with. And we definitely want to be taking advantage of that. I have 1.15 million fuel storage, so I think yeah, that will definitely help us. And 100 oil now. I think we are trading for a lot of that oil though, which we're going to want to cut out. We have 45 oil otherwise, which is all right. We can get across this river as well. Looks like we can, yep. Conference in Beijing. We have received word that our friends in Shenyang are arranging a conference aiming to unite China under the Fengtian government. With the winds clearly blowing in his direction, Zhang Zulin believes that this is the best opportunity to pull the country together, as no one else can legitimately claim to be able to fulfill the power vacuum left in the wake of the former Beijing government's collapse. Subsequently, we need to decide what our role in the conference, if any, should be. We naturally cannot be represented by regular delegates. Many in the foreign ministry have suggested that we should demand observer status. We would not have any voting rights. There are some arguing that our presence would support claims that Zhang Zulin is operating at our behest and thus undermine both our positions in China. The rest, however, seem to agree that our reasons to attend are legitimate and that we shouldn't be held captive by the irrational fears of Chinese nationalists. After all, should this conference begin to develop in a direction contrary to Japanese interests, it would be best to know firsthand, and perhaps tip the balance in our favor. We'll trust our boy Zhang there. Hopefully he doesn't fuck us over. Great Drought of 1939. The country is in the middle of the worst drought it has seen this century. Water supplies are critically low and crops are dying of thirst. In some regions, local officials are organizing rainmaking rituals in a desperate attempt to evoke storms and calm the people, but to no avail. Fortunately, the drought is mostly affecting southern Korea, western Honshu, and the southern islands. and although rice harvests have dropped significantly, no state of famine has developed. However, the disruption to food production from the drought is severe enough to force us to close down several rice exchanges, including the famous Dojima Rice Exchange, and control the rice supply directly, at least for the time being. Well, at least no one is starving yet. Machine tools. We should focus on extraction. Let's get a rifle. Alright, we picked up cavalry leader. We will get probably don't actually need that at all. We just need cavalry leader as the attack one, I think. So we have commander skill plus 33.7. So this is 12.5. Then we should get 10 and 10 from this and this. Yeah, so that'd be 32.5. And then this guy is another 2.5. Is that up right? I think this isn't actually a full 2.5 because he's a field marshal, so that seems like that would be the case. Non-field marshal bonus is applied by 50%, so we get half of that for 1.25. So I guess that makes sense. Like, but that's a pretty big bonus, right? Because you get to double dip for plus 20% attack. I'll take it. Let's go for our naval reforms. We have a strong army bias. Let's pick this up, I guess. Danger in the Beijing Conference. In the most shameful display, Zhang Zuolin has bowed to pressure from anti-foreign forces within China. Denouncing our benevolent efforts to protect and uplift China in the face of Western imperialism, Zhang has shown his true colors. This impertinence, this insolence in the face of our long-standing military and economic cooperation is an insult without compare. Despite warnings from some in the foreign ministry against a rash response, broad swaths of the military and political establishment are demanding an immediate response, with some hardliners even insisting that we use our remaining influence to send Zhang an ultimatum forcing him to reverse course. Oof. That's unacceptable, you know? After all we've done for Zhang. Zhang Zuolin stands defiant. Unfortunately, Feng Tian has not seen reason. Zhang Zuolin has rejected their demands, insisting that the century of humiliation must come to an end. This compounded insult is absolutely unacceptable. Now even the most moderate voices are insisting that we send Zhang an ultimatum which cannot be ignored. Others already hawkish generals among them are insisting that we should simply invade Manchuria before Zhang can mobilize against us. Ooh. Ooh. Well, this is a bit of a spicy decision here. Are we going to have to invade them or punish them or who knows what, right? I mean... And we do have like a pretty decently sized army over here. Or we got like a full stack on their border. And what are these guys doing? Probably unassign him. These guys are Coast Guards. You need 18 guys. I gotta think about what I want to do there. They're at war with Beijing right now, or the Zuli clique. But I don't know. Do they form the United Front when that happens? Like, I'm pretty sure that might happen, right? Like, the Chinese all decide, like, we don't need to fight against each other anymore. We can just go fight against the Japanese. We're pretty close to like the time limit on these videos, anyways. Like, I'm gonna leave this decision for next episode, and I'll think about that. I'll decide what I want to do. I mean, I think probably we just go to war here, I guess. Yeah. This is a bit of a piss off. Like, I thought like the patch note said that if you support the Fang team, they aren't gonna fuck you over anymore. But yeah, they had done previously, but that's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. They wanted to go and do that, and then we're gonna get fucked anyways. But it's almost Wall Creek 2 time. France probably doing next focus of the deal will probably be Alsace-Lorraine. So we'll get Wall Creek 2 kicking off, and I guess we're going into China. We did get a bit lucky with because world tension has dropped below 50% now, but we were paternal autocrat, and it was about 50% for a while, and we got a quick war in on the Dutch East Indies and took them out. So we do have access to that oil now, so that's pretty good. And we might actually want to cancel this and go instead for let's do Tokyo conference. Maybe start to get some allies in the region if we're going to war with the Chinese. I'll leave this decision for next episode. I think we're going to go to war though. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video there. Again, it is nice that we got that early war in, and we're trying out this the weird cavalry 14-4 with tank strategy, but we'll see how this works. And yeah, Lever Freeman signing out. See you next episode.